Good afternoon, evening, everyone.
What time is it?
It's 9 o'clock.
Do you know where your kids are?
That was good.
Oh my, oh my, oh my God!
Why are they echoing?
because there's multiple things picking up audio. Okay, well, hello, viewers. I am Logan, one of the hosts of the Story Told RPG podcast. We are proud members of the D20 Radio Network, as well as partnered with Fool's Moon Entertainment. If you go to Fanroll Dice by Metallic Dice Games and enter the code StoryTold10 into your order, you'll receive 10% off as well. Welcome to another session of Building Character. Dave, who is at the bottom of your screens, wave Dave, say hello to everybody, has been trying to get me to revive this segment for a good year, and I finally figured out the best way to do it. So welcome. This will make more sense next Monday. Basically, what I'm going to do is games that we cover before we cover the game. I want to go through a video Twitch character creation so that people who are into the show and into character creation in and of itself will be a little bit more familiar with the game we're talking about after viewing this. So, Household. This is an Italian game by Two Little Mice. They are award-winning game designers. They have some of those beautiful art and layouts and everything. But Household is basically playing the borrowers meets like colonialism and imperialism. Tune into our episode on Monday to find out more about the game in and of itself. But right now we're going to make some characters. So, my friends, let's get started. So I think all of our characters should come from the same place. There are multiple places to come from in Household. You can come from the Hearth, which is the primary home of the Boggarts, one of the four folk that you were introduced to. You can come from the basement, which is where the Slew primarily reside. You can come from the dining hall, which is the primary residence of the Fae. Think like pixies with like the little dragonfly wings. And then you can come from upstairs in the master bedroom, aka the Free Dominions. And that's primarily where the sprites are from. The sprites are based around, the ones we have now are fire, water, and air. Household Volume 2 has the gnomes, which I think are technically a sprite, and I think they're kind of representatory of Earth. That's not out yet. That's okay though. We'll forgive that. So first things first is it wants you to choose a name for your character. I don't like this. I like to choose my name at the very end. So we'll come back to that. But next, let's choose our folk. Remember, fairies, boggarts, sprites, or slew.
And you want us to all come from the same place?
We'll come to that next, and we'll talk about the different places next. Again, fairies are kind of like pixies, boggarts are like boggans, sprites are little elemental spirits, and the slew are very insectoid, very shadow-oriented. Very cool, though. Very, very, very cool. Any ideas?
Well, I've made these characters before, so I've done quite a few of them, so I'll let Dave pick first.
I haven't done much of them, so I'm kind of skimming right now. And the artwork, I will say, in this book, just as an aside, is really cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It makes it
the packaging
really
too,
hard to
Logan,
pick.
you should show off the packaging.
Oh,
like
right.
that.
So I managed to get a little case situation that holds all of Volume 1. Volume 2 is also going to come in a case, and I don't know how many volumes they're planning. I think I heard 5 somewhere. So someday there'll be 5 of these things on my shelf.
You know, for a nerdy gamer like yourself, you should really, it's a good story. You should humble brag about how you got that.
I asked very politely at PAX Unplugged if they had an extra copy. And they did.
Yeah, I think you should humble brag that.
No, the creators of this game and the heads of Two Little Mice, they're really wonderful people, and they also are doing the Outgunned series, which is like cinematic stuff,
That sounds fun.
which is really cool. And they have a couple of the really cool games any nominated again, the vote's just closed for that. Best of luck to Two Little Mice for all of that. But yeah, let's choose some folk, everyone.
All right, let's go with the slaw.
Okay.
I love this artwork. This is just such an exotic looking. They just look so exotic.
I think I'll do. I love Mia Boggart. I always love Mia Boggart. Unless that's what you wanted to do, Logan.
No.
After all, it's your show.
No, it's fine. Una, I'm gonna go with a fairy.
All right.
Eat a dick.
Well, I got ramped up.
So next, you're going to go. If you look at your character sheet, you'll see where it says contracts.
Mm.
In that first
see.
box, you're going to put your hereditary contract. Now, these Slua are their hereditary contract. It's kind of like a racial ability. Is revenant from far beyond, and it basically means, like, I think once per session or something, you can get stabbed where it would kill you, and you can say no, it doesn't, and you like fake your death. It's neat.
Oh, nice.
So in that contract section, just put revenant from far beyond.
Oh, this is like because it says these are like insects. Like they're kind of based off the insect. So I guess it's like we kill a cockroach and it kind of rolls over and then it scurries off.
More or less, yeah.
That's neat. I like that.
Okay, so Steven, on your sheet, you'll write Dear to the Hearth.
Where?
In that box right under contracts. Dear to the Hearth. Hearth. I always say that wrong. And I am going to take Star Child. So, what Dear to the Hearth means, Steven, is that, like, in times of great need, you can, like, Hulk out and become super strong. And Star Child means that I can fly, which is really neat. Okay, so now we choose the nation. We can come from the realm, which is based primarily in the dining hall. You later find out it expands into the kitchen. It is the realm of the fairies. It is where the Tsarina rules from Chandelier, which is the chandelier over the dining room table.
I'm gonna... Oh, wait. Copyright.
The realm is very imperial, very, like, Regency era, very... Like, the military is very much about the pomp and circumstance. It's about fashion and clothes and culture, etc., etc., etc. The Hearth is basically kind of like the countryside, the Wild West. It's a vast frontier full of possibilities. The free dominions upstairs in the bedroom are basically... Lawless isn't the right word, but it's not caught up in the eternal struggle over the Hearth's desire for autonomy and the realm's desire for imperialism. And they also have the bathroom, and like there's a really cool city in the bathtub. And then the Horde is this, what's funny, Dave?
City in the bathtub.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I do love this.
It's brilliant.
I love this.
It's like the borrowers. It's like the borrowers. Now, the Horde live in the basement, and it is like you have deserts made of sawdust. You have the furnace, which has like a cult wrapped around it. You have very there is a very Middle Eastern flair to this, and like I say that because all of the nations have like either like a European or an American kind of flair, or like maybe Indian. This is very Middle Eastern in the basement with the slough, and because it's talking about ideas of conquest and imperialism and colonialism, it kind of leans into cultures we recognize a little bit, but it helps us, I think, in some ways access them a little bit to where we can have dialogue about it without it turning necessarily ugly.
Mm.
So, where do you two discuss where you want to come from?
Kokomo? That's where I want to go. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I like the idea of the dining room because you have the kitchen as like a further world. So you have a little bit more dominion, I guess.
Okay, so you're saying the realm?
Yeah.
What about you, Dave?
We
What do
can
you
go with
think?
the
Okay,
we can go with the realm,
so we're coming from the realm. Cool. Well, so on your thing where you put homeland, put the realm.
right? So we got the realm.
Now, before we go on to other something, we're going to do languages. So, you know two languages, unless you have Morgan Academia, and we'll get to that. You always know Hausian. And that's like House IAN. HOUSIAN. Now, you also know another language. There is Fey, Hearthlish, Spergalic, and Slugan. Being from the realm, the native tongue of the realm is Fey. Do not feel beholden to that. I just want to get languages chosen now while we have, because
Me too.
You too.
I want to go with Spergalic just because it's like my favorite thing to say.
Okay.
Spergalic.
So you know Halcyon and Spergalic, which is interesting as a boggart. Start thinking about reasons why you know Spergalic.
Oh well, no. Then I
No.
Steven.
Steven. It's not a bad idea.
Okay, my
If
brain's
you-
just tired.
If you're a merchant or something, knowing Spergalic would be very useful.
Okay.
What about you, Dave?
Honestly, I kind of think I want to go Fae. Like, I feel like maybe this character has been in the realm for a long time, so he doesn't speak. Kind of like an immigrant style thing. Like he's like a couple of generations down, so he doesn't actually speak the. Was it the Slavian
Slugan.
Slugan tongue any longer?
Awesome. Okay. Okay, so next things next is we choose profession and vocation. We're going to do profession first. There are 6. Soldier, scholar, hunter, criminal, duelist, and animal handler. I am going to go duelist because I've been thinking about this all day. Now, you can have double up on profession. I think it would be really cool to have different vocations if that happens.
I'll probably go with scholar because I was kind of thinking about like a librarian.
Okay.
And that kind of works with another language.
Okay. So scholar for you. What about you, Dave?
Like I said, I'm between criminal. I'm thinking criminal. Yeah, let's go with the criminal. Let's go with a criminal. I'll be a criminal insect.
So we have a criminal, a scholar, and a duelist. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to come to scholar first. So, Steven, on your character sheet, on the far left, you'll see Society, Academia, War, and Street. You will fill in a point of Academia. So you'll fill in, just click that second diamond. And then on your traits, you have know-it-all.
Okay.
Okay, then you're going to choose one move. Attention to details. Do you know who I am? Fast learning. Soothe pain, or tinker. And do you want to look and see what they do?
No, I can't remember. We made quite a few of these characters. I think I'll go with no. What was the first one?
Attention to details.
Thank you. Why I wanted to say know it all again.
That's a good one. Okay, so we're going to do your skill points. You're going to put a point into art,
Okay.
eloquence, etiquette, care,
Hang on. I gotta zoom in a bit. My eyes are not seeing you. Okay. Care.
craft, culture, insight, investigation, caution, and
Wait, so I get all 5 of academia? Okay.
all 5. Oh, I guess. Care,
Caution.
Oh yeah, and illusion.
Okay.
Okay, so Dave, you're going criminal.
Mhm.
We're gonna do this in stages. Okay, so you're gonna fill it. You're gonna fill in that dot of that second spade on street.
Let's see, second spade on street. Good word. Oh, there we go. All right.
And then you have the trait shadow.
All right.
And then you're going to choose one move between expedient, I heard a rumor, jack of all trades, learn from mistakes, or your loss, my gain.
Let me see. Come on, Rose. Let's see. Either you and a friend get out of a dangerous situation, or you both do combat. See what I want him to be like. Honestly, let's make him. Let's go with learn from mistakes. He is. Actually, you lost my game.
Nice.
We're gonna make him a little. Just 1 second. I'm just gonna turn the camera off just for a moment. My wife's gonna walk past.
Okay. For like a second. They'll pop back though.
Yeah. This we lost my game. We're gonna make him a little sneaky that way. All right. All right. There we go. My beautiful face again.
Excellent. Cool. Una, calm down, baby. Okay, so I'm doing duelist. I do war. I have sword fighter. Then I think I'm going to go with cunning tactics. And I do Una, stop. Okay, so charm, etiquette, grace, culture, insight, athletics, authority, fight, dexterity, and illusion. Okay. Oh, my knees hurt. So next, we're going to choose our vocation. So, Steven, do you want to be an artist, a diplomat, a researcher, a doctor, a detective, or a scientist?
Researcher. Because I'm going to be a librarian.
Perfect. So you're going to put your... you're going to fill in that heart next to society.
Okay.
And you can
I
choose...
already did.
So
the second one.
Yeah. So you're going to choose one trait. It is going to be librarian, polyglot, or pathfinder.
Well, I guess librarian.
Yep. And then you're going to fill in the following skill points: charm, eloquence, culture, insight, investigation, athletics, fight, will,
Okay.
illusion, and exploration.
Okay.
Criminals. So, Dave, you can choose between a courtesan, a cheater, a thief, a professional, a snitch, or a thug.
I'm gonna go cheater.
Cheater, pumpkin eater. Okay, so you're going to choose... You're going to put your second point into society for your field point. And then you can choose... Then you can choose well-mannered, perfect liar, or polyglot.
Let's see. Let's see what these traditions are. Let's see. Well, man. What's the other one? Polyglot, well-mannered,
And perfect liar.
Ooh, perfect liar.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you're going to put points into eloquence, etiquette, grace, care, culture, insight, athletics, caution, dexterity, and illusion. Okay, so we have like a cheater and a con artist. We have a reserved librarian. Like, what's your librarian like?
Oh no, they're totally like OCD.
OCD,
Like this is monk.
Okay, and then what's your cheater like, Dave?
What you mean? I'm sorry.
What's their personality like?
I don't know. But I'm trying to envision, especially like how they kind of work with this particular group. I kind of feel like they kind of building off that whole like immigrant kind of style. Like they're always trying to fit in, and maybe that's where this whole cheater thing comes from. Like mixing with their traits, they're always kind of on the outskirts, but they're always trying to fit in. So they kind of make up these wonderful like stories and everything else, so they can just kind of go in.
I have kind of an idea. So, I was thinking of an immigrant as well. What if because you're a criminal? What if like you were a bit of a bully and I did your homework, but you wound up like protecting me, so actually we became friends.
I think it works. I mean, but you know, he's
an idea.
telling all these. No, he's telling all these stories and everything else, like, you know, giving you protection, and he's kind of putting up this whole charade there about, you know, don't mess with him. You know, he's doing all my stuff for me, or you know, mess with him. I'll have my friends. So I like that. Like he's kind of spreading all these little rumors. He's kind of like maybe telling you that he's going to protect you, and he actually has no way to do it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't look like much of a fighter.
So to go against kind of like our little criminal slew and our OCD hyper-vigilant boggart, I am going to make a hero. Probably drives you to nuts. Perhaps I'm a guard at the library that you work at. Let's see. I'm going to take point in society, and then I'm going to take selfless for my other trait. And then I get charm, grace, care, craft, athletics, authority, fight.
Right, it sounds like the Breakfast Club that hangs out in the library all day.
Strength, will, and caution. Okay. So now what we do is you add 4 more skill points. Nothing can go over 3 right now.
Yeah. Let's see. I think he's going to be a little more charming, so we'll give him a bump up charm.
Cool.
What is illusion? Let's see. Where's the?
I think it's like avoiding attacks.
Okay, so he's pretty good at that. We'll give him that. So that's actually bumped. You said 3, right? That's the max.
You can't. Nothing can go over 3, but you have 4 points to spend.
4 points. Okay.
4 points to spend. Nothing can go over 3.
Okay.
So it's 2 points I've spent. Ooh, maybe a little bit of authority, so he can kind of add a little weight to his to his lies.
Ooh, that means we probably butt heads a little bit because I have authority as well. But that actually makes sense, though.
Mm. And then let's go with maybe eloquence. What is the difference? Let me see.
Nice. Okay, so do we have our points chosen?
Yep.
Okay, so now I want to talk about our professional traits real quick. So you have shadow, Dave. So that means that you gain a free reroll whenever you're trying to hide, sneak, or tail someone through a city.
1 second, I'm sorry.
Okay.
In case anyone hears a gremlin, that's Logan's dog.
Sorry about that.
You're all good. So, like I was saying, as a criminal, you have shadow. You gain a free reroll whenever you're trying to hide, sneak, or tail someone through a city. Steven, you have know-it-all as a scholar. Gain a free reroll whenever you're trying to remember information about the house, its history, and the famous littlings that inhabit it.
Okay.
I have sword fighter. I choose a dueling weapon. I'll have to pick one of those in a minute. I gain a free reroll for all rolls that involve your chosen weapon, as well as for action or reaction rolls in combat, which is kind of nice. And I also, like it says, I begin with one of these dueling weapons. Okay, so after that, we need to do our aces up our sleeve. So you look at your left, the 4 terms in the left-hand column. I have society and war both at 2, so I check off the heart and the spade. You can lower this for more money or less money if you wanted to raise it, I think. Let me find out how that works again. It's been a minute. Decorum, prologue, experience, memories, stress, and conditions. You begin the game with 2 aces and the suits tied to your main fields of your character. There's a way to start with the Joker, though. But go ahead and mark those 2 as your aces up the sleeve. Next
with
thing,
the ones
that you have 2 dots in, more or less.
Because I have street and society, I think.
Yeah. So you'll fill in.
Okay.
You'll fill in the spade and the heart.
The heart. All right.
And then you have society and academia. Cool. Next is decorum. Okay, your starting decorum is the total of your points in society plus academia. So my decorum is 3, so I'm decent. Like, I'm not wealthy, but I'm not poor either. Steve, I believe you're society and academia, so you're 4. So you're elegant. You're upper class. And what is your society academia, Dave?
It comes to decent.
Perfect. Let's see, where are we? You know, your wealth and your equipment. So, let's get to that page. Where is all the equipment? Ooh, it's been a minute. You begin the name with the number of coins determined by your wealth level. Your wealth level is determined by... It starts off middle class, but if you remove one of your aces, you can go to well off. Or if you go to poor, you can also click the Joker. as your aces of the sleeve. Those are like get out of jail free cards, kind of. They're like re-rolls, stuff like that. I'm going to go with strictly middle class with 5 coins. How about you, Steven?
Well, I guess I'm more upper class, so.
Okay, so do you want to keep your society ace or your academia ace? Which is more important to you?
Academia.
So keep the academia, unclick the heart, and you'll start with 10 coins. And then you'll click the well off button on the equipment and wealth section.
Okay.
How about you, Dave?
I think let's go the other way. We'll start with the Joker then. So we'll go to Shabby, you said?
Yep. And you'll
Right.
do a joke. You'll have the Joker, but instead of middle class, you're going to do poor, and you start with 2 coins.
2 coins. All right. So 4 and 2 coins.
Yeah. 1 second.
I think that fits.
I just need to choose a dueling weapon. I think I'm going to go with the pen. I get that for free. Now, this is something I do. The book has you spend like your coins to buy your initial equipment. I think you should get free equipment equal to your number, like equal to the cost of the coins you have. Like you can have 10 coins worth of items to start with. You can have 2, Dave. I think it makes more sense that way. You start with some coin too, but you also have possessions. It makes you. I think it's a house rule that I do. It makes it to me feel a little more lived in. Let's see. I'm going to have a button because he fights with a pen and button. So that's 2. And
I am telling you.
I don't think he has a uniform because he's not part of the military per se. So there's a backpack that he has because y'all are always dragging him into shit. And then an extra pair of clean clothes. And that's my 5 plus my pen. I think the pen and button probably match. They were probably his grandfathers or something, or grandmothers. She probably fought in the war that ended a bit ago. Do you want to see the stuff, Stevens? Okay, so equipment starts here. Don't forget you have 10. If you have a question about combat, let me know what you have, and I'll tell you what kind of weapons might make sense. Dave, you have significantly less coins to spend. What are you thinking?
Honestly, at this point, I'm probably looking at clean clothes, so he always kind of looks presentable. And I'm kind of thinking a cloak.
Cool.
I think that's about all I can afford. But I think that also fits. I mean, he's definitely more of a talker.
Totally.
So I think that fits perfectly. Like, I mean, I would love to be able to get him like a little knife or something, but honestly, I think this fits perfectly with what I've got so far. Like, he's very good at talking his way out of trouble, and when he can't talk, he'll either dodge or hide.
I might have a way to help
So-
you with. I might have the way to help you with a little weapon. Give me just a second. We'll let Steven finish choosing his stuff up.
I was also going to say that.
I'm doing it as fast as I can.
No, Steve, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just asking how you're
My
doing.
computer's being weird. I'm going as fast as I can.
I'm not asking you to speed up. I'm just wondering what you're choosing.
Right now, I'm trying to get my computer to stop spazzing.
Okay.
A fire starter, a backpack, a steak knife, and some clean clothes.
Nice.
Sorry, my computer was spazzing out and I couldn't type anything.
We're all
I
good.
was getting frustrated.
We're all good in the neighborhood.
I don't think I also came up with a name for the character while I'm doing this.
Yeah, I came up with the name too. Can I see the book?
Oh, sorry. It kept offering me some AI assistant. I'm like, go away. I hate
Oh
you.
yeah, I hate that it's doing that now.
Apparently, if you click the three dots, you can hide it. I just figured that out.
It's really everywhere now. Like my name generators are now AI stuff. I'm like, oh, come
It's
on, guys.
everywhere. I'm so tired of it.
Okay, so do this. We're kind of bending the rules a little bit, but you have a. Let's say you have a nail tip.
No, I mean, honestly, like I said, I'm perfectly happy with the clean clothes and cloaks. I mean,
I was gonna give
we're already
you
kind of
this-
doing a house.
I was
I
giving you
know,
this,
but
giving you this for free.
I know, but we can stick with the character creation as it is. We'll let other people, if you want to, house rule it. But I'm actually, it's pretty good.
Actually,
Um,
oh wait, never mind, wrong one. Well, I was trying to help you get a free weapon, but whatever.
I appreciate it. I really do. But I mean, I took the lower one to get the Joker. And honestly, he's also got your lost my game. So I'm feeling like you being the duelist, you're lost my game there, buddy.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so the next thing you do is you have this section where it says memories, and the first thing says P. That is your prologue memory. A memory is basically if it's something that comes up in game that seems relevant to the situation that you've been in before, you get a bonus to your roll. So it ties into who your character is, their concept, something that really shaped them. Some good examples include. Oh, where the? Bear with.
No.
A good. So here. Oh, there they are. My goodness. Snake would have bitten me. My heart was broken. I can always rely on Ernest. I am an esteemed university professor. My last solved case is in the papers.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you choose something that happened in your past. You distill it to a single sentence memory,
Oh.
and it gives you a bonus. I think mine is going to be. This is always the hardest for me without having played the character yet.
Well, I think kind of built like, I mean, I guess like looking at the three of us, so it sounds like we all hung out at the library, right?
Yeah.
So I think, I mean, what if it's like, so your character's what, a guard at the library?
Yeah, well now, when we were kids, maybe not.
Also, I'm thinking like maybe like so we had the three of us. Steven's character sitting there doing the homework. Maybe you were being trained like this martial arts kind of thing. My character, maybe he was at the library because he was actually running from his bullies and was kind of convincing Steven's character that, oh, hey, I'm actually like this, tough guy. I'm just kind of hanging out here because I'm in detention or something.
So
And we all
so
just kind of bonded.
our
We
pro-
were kind of like the what's that?
so I'm asking, so our prologue memories are going to all revolve around the library, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it's kind of funny. My character kind of like is using your character's strength and martial ability to kind of make him look better. So maybe like, oh yeah, I actually beat them up. Like you just, like I took those two over there. He softened them up or something. So you're actually the muscle, but my character's kind of like just weaving this story about, we just handled them together. Yeah, I kind of like that. Like, it's kind of like the Breakfast Club in the library.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with my heroes or upon the page. Because I'm playing this hero, he wants to be the good guy. He's also like the angel, probably, on Steven's character's shoulder, telling him to follow his better judgment. Probably doesn't do it all the time. But he wants to emulate the heroes of history and of fantasy and novels because he just believes in something better.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Steven?
I don't know. I feel like it's something to do with like. I honestly feel like it's a little bit of a superiority complex of this character. So maybe like they outsmarted the head librarian or something when they were an assistant or something. I don't know.
Maybe something as I have more than book smarts. Like, not only are you intelligent, you're clever. And Dave, what did you decide?
Trying to think how to kind of wrap this up onto a nice, neat thing here, because this is a difficult part of it.
Yeah, this is the hardest part of the character creation.
No, I mean it's well worth it, I think. But yeah, like coming up with these ideas. Trying to think, so maybe something like kind of maybe not as big as I look or something like that, to kind of reflect that like he had this whole thing like in his youth of trying to look bigger than he was, Does that kind of work with what they got with the memory thing?
Not.
I
like that.
I'm trying to think, like,
not as big as I look is kind of cool. Because there's like stuff outside of the library that can be really applicable to that. Very cool. Okay, so the last thing is to just name our characters. I went with Cillian Goldtassel. I have a feeling that his family took the name from the tassels that held the curtains back when the window broke when the Fae came back to the house.
Oh, cool.
Mom and Pa still live by the tassel, of course. I'm closer to Chandelier, but that's okay.
I hate naming characters. I can never decide.
I had the first name for mine. I don't know about the one. I kind of like what you the part in the room, like picking up something from the household.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with a Silde, which is kind of after the robber fly.
Okay.
Which apparently is a fly that makes itself look like a predator so that bees don't kill it.
Cool. A Silde?
Yeah, Asildae. It's not exact spelling. I'm sure anybody that's like a insect nerd will yell at me, but I like that Asildae.
I like that. That's cool.
I have no idea.
Plus, I think nice eloquent look to it. He's trying to like charm people. So my name is Asildae.
Was your character male or female, Steven?
Male. You know me, it usually takes me a day or so to think about it.
Well, we don't have a day or so. We have 10 minutes.
Okay, then his name is Hector Ramirez. I don't know. His name is I don't know why, but I keep thinking if it's like something from a household, I keep wanting to name him Swiffer. Because he heard the humans say Swiffer.
What if Swiffer is his last name?
Okay.
Professor Swiffer.
Okay.
What's his first name, though?
But what about like from a book? Like maybe his name is from like the title of like a book or something that was left on the table or something.
Swiss Robinson.
Swiss Robinson. I love that, actually. I actually love that.
I like that. That was a good idea, Dave. Thank you.
So Swiss Robinson, Asildae, and Cillian Goldtassel. That sounds like a fucking comedy.
Yeah, like I said, this is the Breakfast Club of the library. Well, I like that. You've got the criminal here, you've got the studious one, and you've got the goody two-shoe fighter.
Yeah. Well, what I like about this game is at first glance, it's very, very twee and very cute. Like, oh, you're playing little fairies who, like live in a house. It's, like, it doesn't seem that deep, but, like, the more you dig into this, like, Asildae is Asildae a criminal because he's a low-income immigrant and is a society that has failed? Like, the Fae, like, are definitely very much a colonizer. Like, they tried to take over the house and were pushed back to the dining room. The Boggarts were exiled from the house in that war for a while, so how did this Boggart end up in the heart of the realm? It's just interesting how it starts talking about culture and borders and nationalism and colonization, but in a very subtle way. In a way that's like kind of like you don't necessarily think about it until you're right up on it. And I think you could tell some really deeply profound games with this, as well as just complete and utter like chaos. I don't know. I
also like. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was done.
I also like the fact that there is a little bit of wonder to it. Like you're looking at your house in a new way. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
Think about it, you're making a character. You literally could just look around your own apartment or your own house and think about where's your character from. I think that's a really good. And as a GM or something, like think about it, you could just look around and be like, oh, okay, we're gonna, fight over this, or we're gonna have a tale about this. Like the Swiffer.
Exactly. So, thank you, viewers, for tuning in. That was character creation for Household in a nutshell. We made 3 very different characters, and we kind of like talked a little bit about their dynamic and like putting them together in a group. As you can see, it's a very simple character creation system, but I like to think that it's incredibly deep and profound as well, because you really start thinking about your character and who they are and what makes them tick. So keep in mind, this episode goes in conjunction with the episode coming out Monday on audio, so please be sure to check that out. Hop on the Discord and come and talk with us, make characters with us, and just thank you for your continued support. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
There we go.